Mark came in the fucking so with the new Mark 2 again, I was like, okay, this is better than the other stupid controller. I can scratch, but I don't think the scratch is accurate like I thought that it needed to be. And that all changed once I got the Vestax VCI 300.
So
And shouts to
basically,
Magnanimous, as Magnanimous knows. Magnanimous has it also, I believe, and he knows what the fuck that I'm talking
is that
about.
what you're using now, or is this a
No,
different?
no, 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 hell no. Of course, that's an old machine, but that machine became my first money maker. I brought it to clubs because it was a pro machine. It was a pro controller. You can actually plug like, quarter inches in the back. It had like an actual sound card, and you could have plugged it into a real sound system and be like, yo, full blast. So it
Okay.
was like my first
So,
actual pro or semi pro controller that I was able to like I said, bring to
see,
clubs.
so
That's
the
how I
first
started.
one was like more accurate. So basically, as your quality goes up, when you're saying responsiveness, this is like literally the records level of sense. Like a mouse is fucking like you would pay top dollar to have a better gaming mouse and shit, and you're basically doing the same shit with DJ gear.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
super
so
nifty.
so with that one, I was able to get once I got the VCI, it came with Serato Pro, and that's like I said, that was a game changer. And like the responsive was legit, the scratching was legit, and then I was able to do the scratches like crazy on the controller, and people were like, "What the fuck, man? That's a fucking toy, and you're making these fucking crazy scratches on it." I was like, "Yeah." And to this day too, I like when I do like quick mobile gigs, I'll bring my controller and I'll fucking scratch the shit out of it. And then people are like, "How the fuck are you doing that on a controller?" Midas touch.
Y'all gotta explain why that's significant because if other people are like me, we're looking at you going, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, so the controller.
Shouts to my boy DJ White Sox. I was doing the release party for my boy the track a couple weeks ago in Montreal, and I was like, going wild with the fucking controller. And then he comes on stage, he looks at me, he just starts like, head nodding. He's like, how? How are you doing that on this? I'm like, come on, bro. You already know, guy.
So like, what is the challenges of a control? Like, I'm not like knowledgeable enough to fully understand this flex, but I feel like it's a flex worth understanding.
It is, well, I guess it's just because, the turntable actually turns and you have the actual control because, you're actually controlling the vinyl and the music that's on the vinyl. On the controller, that thing doesn't rotate. So you're kind of like, either going through your eyes watching the wave on the computer, or you're actually really knowing the songs. And I think that's my advantage, I guess. Me, that I literally know like every single part of the song, so I'm able to grab the right part and
So
scratch it. And I guess with
so the controller means that one of the DJ things, like the record that's playing, is playing the live song, and there's not like anything else in the middle. So you're saying that you're able to grab a live record and just do a wicked or whatever, and just make it sound like whatever, but like not have any latency or in advances or anything like that, right?
well, yeah, well, nowadays with the controllers and the vinyls is pretty much super accurate. So that's not an issue anymore. The latency issue or anything like that, it's almost like almost 100% accurate. So
Right.
on both, whether it's on controller or if it's on turntable. So yeah.
Okay, so I have a better understanding of what the fuck you mean now, and I can see how that's a flex. That's dope, man. So you just like
So
apply.
Magnanimous is getting into the specifics of the actual Vestax, but yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. The Vestax were able to be so accurate with the thing, and like you could adjust the little platter to your own liking and stuff like that. It was just a great fucking machine.
What
And
the fuck is
like
a?
he said,
What
to
does
this day he
adjusting a
has it.
platter mean? What?
What well, the platter is the thing, like the turntable, the table, the platter,
Right,
thing that.
right. No, okay, I get it. Just because that's the thing about it is a lot of this is jargon. So you're saying
Right.
it like y'all
Yeah,
understand it.
you're totally
I'm
right.
like, the rest of the audience out there needs to also follow this too. Let us
So
stop.
basically, okay, so the platter is like, it's the round thing, but some of them are like heat sensitive, meaning that as soon as your finger touches it, it'll stop the song or whatever. So it's heat sensitive. Others had the other technology, which I don't know, which like maybe touch sensitive or like whatever. So, but with the Vestax one, they really nailed it down. And also, so what Magnanimous is saying is that so on that platter, it was like I think it was touch sensitive more than anything. But anyways, so it's very accurate and also like a turntable. You guys can see my turntables, right?
Yeah, clear, clear.
So like a turntable, us when we're mixing, instead of touching directly the song, we're gonna be touching the side of the record to like slow it down or like speeding it up to be able to fit the mix exactly when you're mixing a song, right?
Bro, I never would have
But
known that.
with that controller, it was one of the first controllers where you were able to do that with the platter. So instead of just touching the top of the platter, you could just touch the side in order to speed up the platter or to slow it down in order to do your mix properly.
And that is just match the tempos of the song, so everything kind of seems pretty
Yes,
seamless.
but obviously, like when you have like vinyl rips or you have like actual songs, sometimes the BPMs are not quite, you know, so you have to do that in live time
Okay, all of
to be
this is
able to.
super nifty. All of it, especially your visual demonstration. That shit was super fire. You fucking making this an amazing experience, Mr. Eazy El Dee. That's all I'm trying to say. And like it's super, it's cool. Like I know for a fact people don't appreciate things they don't understand, and the learning curves on a lot of things are hard. So like you're like, I put my finger here. I'm like, I see you now. I get it. I didn't even know DJs did
But
that.
see, but see again, it goes again, knowing your music, knowing your songs and things like that. Like I have songs that are probably like vinyl rips, and sometimes you like that BPM will go like either over or actually like mixing like I don't know 80s songs or like disco songs. Even though the BPM says one thing, that band is doing another fucking BPM throughout the song, and that BPM changes throughout the song, and wherever the timing that song you wanna blend it in with another song, that BPM could be changing. So sometimes you'll see that DJ fucking struggling and like adding that extra to that platter, and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? Well, he's adjusting the mix live because it's not perfect, you know but people don't either realize or don't
No,
hear it
people
because
have no
we're
fucking
that
idea
good.
any of this shit's
We're,
happening.
we're
Cause
that good of making that seamless because that's our job of a fucking DJ.
and
To
we're
keep the
that
fucking
bad
mix
of
that's
noticing shit. Like, if you were to actually ask people about BPM half the time, like, ain't most people really be following that. Like like the people at the places where the DJs be at. But yo, I swear, in my life, not one time have I ever really thought about what the fuck is happening, like, to that level of detail. I just figured DJs be like doing their thing and
uh,
stuff happens, and it look cool, and I fucks with
and
it.
again, especially if you like if like me, Magnanimous or whatever, we are DJs that play music that's been created in different decades. That music is definitely fucking different. So you're gonna have to manually adjust as you're fucking mixing.
I mean, to DJ Magnanimous's point, Steve Aoki did not help your case. Um, like his entire set's playing and he's throwing cakes at people and shit. Like it's kind of like it is, but like I think in a lot of ways, it's just like I don't really see a lot of it. Even when DJs be doing it, and a lot of the DJs I know are some of the humblest, meekest dudes I've ever fucking met in my life, and they do not like grandstanding or showboating in any realistic way to like kind of
Of
hype
course.
themselves up. And I love that about them. They make fucking great people. But like super bad for the people giving the shit to the level that they should. Like I don't know.
That's why too. Like I love Twitch because there are some actual viewers that look into that or that hear that shit, and they'll tell me on private and say, "Yo, the way you mix that with that," I'm like, "Oh shit!" There's actually people
Nah.
watching this shit and actually paying attention. So I fell in love with that shit. You know.